What's up, guys? We are back, and I don't know. I'm going to work right now, but I figure I'd go ahead and do a video for you guys. I was kind of in the mood to do a video, and I don't know when I'm gonna drop this, but I'm just gonna use this as a test run. But hopefully, you guys like these kind of videos where it's just me talking. But right now, I am in the process of going to work right now. I wanted to say, hopefully, everyone's first off having a good day, having a good week. Don't know when I may drop this. I don't know. But right now it's Tuesday morning. I did do a poll to see about something for videos that I've done, and not videos, but video idea. And basically, what this is where talking about my past work history, man. I mean, because there are videos out there where people have discussed good or bad feedback with their job. And I'm not going to say anything about this job because obviously it's, where I'm working at. But there is good and bad with every job, including this one. But what I want to go ahead and talk about is just my work history, man. I mean, because there's a lot of people that say, oh, there's hard jobs and there's not hard jobs. Let me tell you something. I've worked hard jobs and I've worked not, barely anything for money. And I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to talk about where I worked, what I did. And I'm not going to give out no names or anything of that nature because, again, I don't want to, have someone look for somebody or, oh, hey, you talked about. No, I'm not going to do that. But the only thing I will say is my actual first job was construction, but I really don't want to get into that because technically it wasn't like on paper, so to speak, because I was helping friends, friends' dads or friends' family or whatever the case of it is, right? But my actual first job was a busser at Olive Garden. So obviously you guys should know what Olive Garden is. Anyone that doesn't, obviously, I don't know where y'all been, but it's an Italian restaurant. And I was a busser, and pretty much what I did was I had to help servers deliver food out. I had to, my main job was to keep the store clean or the restaurant clean. And that meant from bathrooms, which again at the time I didn't know. You really didn't have to. The bathroom was more of the hostess's job at the time, and I don't know if it's changed then, but it could be. But we had to use trays. We didn't have buckets. Them trays got heavy. Let me tell you this. I broke so many damn glasses. I broke plates. I thought I was gonna come out of my check. I was freaked out every time I broke some. I broke wine glasses. You guys name it, I broke it. That was my first job. I was there for about a year, and I busted my tail, man. Let me tell you, I busted my tail. There was a lot of good and bad I got out of that job because I would be there some days I'd have to pull a double because they didn't have nobody. And I worked with some lazy people, man. I did. I worked with some lazy people. I worked with some good people. I still have good relationships with ones that I still keep in contact with to this day that are very humble. And I met a few good people, man. I met like how it is to be humble, and when you get taken advantage of, or working with, you guys should know what I mean. If you guys don't know what I mean, it's that essence of, hey, you're in the real world now. You're in the world of work. You're not a kid anymore. In some places you may be, because I was 18 when I really started working. I remember I turned 19 there, and there was a lot of craziness, man. I mean, there was a lot of, oh, hey, this person would try to size you up because you were the new kid on the block, and all this other kind of craziness. And I had some decent friends there that I made, and there's some that I really don't talk to anymore. There's some I just kind of, oh, hey, we work together, we're acquaintances and we're friends, but that's about it. And I had, which was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, man. I had a few crushes there. I had one girl that I had a huge crush on, and she could be a server. She was also one that took out deliveries. She was very, let me tell you, man, she was very good natured. She was a very cool person. She at first I didn't really think a lot of her when I first met her, and then when I started working there more and I started hanging out with her more, not outside of work, just working with her in general, and I just she was very, I found her attractive. She was very attractive. She was my type. I mean, that's what I went for, and I liked her, and there was times I tried getting with her, tried hitting her up and everything of that nature, and I think I had a few chances, but I think I messed that up personally. Either I didn't get the signs right or whatever, but then again, having a relationship in the workplace can mess you up, and I've had friends that's had that happen. I had a few people at the time I knew that was working there, and there was some other cute girls there, but they were, they had their own, either they were married or they were engaged, they had a boyfriend or whatever, and I was 18, 19 years old, so again, when you're that age, you're dang near just gonna want to get with any girl with as many as you can, right? But overall, the job, it was hard. There was a lot of days where I would be just drawn out, tired. And that job, that was actually my first job that made me physically ill as well. I've only had 2 jobs that made me physically ill, and I'm going to get into that in another video. But I will say this job taught me the meaning of hard work. It taught me the meaning of learning to win and not open up your mouth, to really broaden your horizon and maybe realize that this is not what you may want in your life. Because I was only making, guys, at the time like $8 an hour, maybe $8.50 an hour plus tips, and that may not be bad in some places, but I had to go to work from like where I lived at about 40 minutes away. Now I'm doing it about 30 minutes away, which ain't too bad, but I'm getting paid a lot more now than I did this job at the other job I had, my first one. Again, the job overall had its perks. A lot of time, I mean, you had to wear nice dress pants, you had to wear a nice shirt, you had to make sure it was clean, you had to make sure it was tucked in, because Olive Garden has a very uppity, I would say, dress code, and if you're a server, you have to wear a tie, and I think they changed it. I don't know, it's been a while. I'm not a big Olive Garden person, obviously, because of me working there, but I think that over time I may get back into just like, hey, I don't mind going here and there, but I know when you work at certain places, it can ruin it for you, just because of you either smell, especially if you're around food. If you worked in like a fast food restaurant or a restaurant and you smell that all the time, it's going to ruin it for you sooner or later. You're either going to get tired of it, or you're not going to be able to get enough of it, depending on your personality, depending on your food taste and everything of that nature, because there's certain foods I don't like to mess with restaurant-wise that I will not go into, because I don't want nothing to do with that brand. I don't want nothing to do with that location or just that BS, you know what I mean? And, management, I don't know, man. My management, some were cool, some were not so much. I was taken advantage of several times over. There was a lot of times where I'd get in trouble for things that, thinking back on it now, I kind of understand why, but at the same time I don't, if that makes any sense. Like, there was one time I got hosed, and when I say that, I mean I got screwed, because I was working 4th of July, and technically there was supposed to be a pool for busters, and I never got anything from that. I never got nothing, and I tried to talk to someone about it, and they're, oh, we got to talk to this person and that person. It's like, I did, but nothing ever got said, nothing ever got done. I got screwed out of that money, and that really pissed me off. And then, my management, they were always up my ass, and my management that I had at the time, she was a real she was a ball breaker. That's all I can say. She was a ball breaker, man. She was one of those, oh, she'd be sweet as pie to your face, and then she would be just a two-faced, person, narcissistic, thinking she was better than everybody else. And I'm like, dude, I really don't want to work for this person. And me and her, we clashed all the time. And then finally, I just had enough, and I just couldn't take it anymore. Because I know I was sick for about 2 weeks. I remember I was sick, and this is something I will never forget. I was sick for 2 weeks, and it was like right around Christmas. I came home early. It was like a week before Christmas. I came home early, and I was able to come home early. I remember I was trying to get something to drink, and I passed out in my kitchen, and my family was trying to wake me up, and all I really remember is my grandfather trying to wake me up, and apparently I had, of course, dehydration and overexhaustion and bronchitis as well. So I don't know how I got that. I was not I guess, drinking enough water, which again, guys, drink your water. Don't drink sodas at work. Just don't do that. Maybe like one, if that, but depending on your work, don't do that to yourself because you will bottom out at some point. But overall, I think after that happened, I couldn't speak either for whatever reason. And my mom at the time, my mom, I told her, hey, can you call so-and-so and let them know, hey, I'm not going to be coming in because I'm sick. I got doctor's note, the whole 9 yards, right? I got back, and again, I couldn't speak. Again, I cannot speak at this time. I had to use my phone. I had to use, like a letter or whatever so I could speak. And my boss, one of my bosses, she understood. My other boss that was real mean at times, she supposedly understood. And I was shocked at that. I was like, oh my gosh, man, I can't believe this woman actually is being nice to me. And then the other one that was like Two-Face, she was like, well, your mom didn't have to call and she didn't have to do this. You need to talk to me, or you need to talk to so-and-so because this is your job, not hers. And I'm like, I literally looked at her and I said, you do realize I cannot speak, right? I'm just now able to speak. I literally got my voice back 2 days ago. And I come into work now and you're riding my ass. I literally said that. And she looked at me and she's like, well, you don't need to speak to me like that. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, okay, I understand that cussing at you is not going to do anything, or talking to you is not going to do anything, but what do you want me to do? I can't sit here and go, oh, well, I'm okay with you treating me like this. I can't say that. I mean, come on. It's just like, really? Come on. You're going to sit here and you're going to talk nonsense because you're upset because I had someone that was a family member call on my behalf because I cannot speak. So after that, and I think about 2 months later, I want to say February or April that following year, I quit because I just can't handle it anymore. I tried going back maybe one other time, and then they're like, oh, we can't take you back because of conflict. And I'm like, what? And it was basically not on my behalf, but it was because of, because I didn't get along with management at the time, which is funny because 90% of that management's now gone. So I'm like, I wonder why. But overall, guys, I wanted to just get my opinion on that. I'm pretty sure other people have had similar experiences, whether it be with Olive Garden or whether it be with another company. But hope you guys enjoyed this little story. I may just be talking, while I'm driving, or talking to you while I'm at home, or whatever. But I figured it'd just be me talking, nobody else, just me. But let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoying your day. I'm literally almost at work. I'm like about 5 minutes away. But let me get my day started. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't know again when I'm going to drop it. I may drop it at some point this week. I know I have other videos that I have ready for y'all. I just don't know when I'm going to drop this video or if I'm going to drop this video. But let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoy. And I'll see you on the next one.